Coen Carr, dunk of the millennium, and it's not even June yet, Dion. Coen Carr broke a rim, broke a backboard, shattered a backboard, whatever you want to call it. I don't know where this run was or who he's playing with, but basically every viral media outlet that cares at all about basketball found this clip and tweeted it yesterday. Overtime, Bleacher Report, all of those type sites. Just search Coen Carr, you'll find it. You've probably already seen it if you're watching this video. Coen Carr gets a bounce pass on the break, and he does the Coen Carr thing, cocks that shit back to his back, throws it down. The backboard immediately breaks. It was sensational. Surprised this hasn't happened in a real game yet, to be completely honest. I got some questions about this clip in a moment, but what's your reaction to Coen Carr breaking a backboard?
Special. So the run was at an Atlanta high school, according to Reddit, at least. I'm in the Michigan State Reddit boards now too. But but according to Reddit, it was at an Atlanta high school. I think it's crazy. I'm like you said, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet because if you watch it, I think he had like three or four dunks that were more ferocious during the regular season. It does look like maybe the high school uses acrylic glass instead of tempered glass, which obviously is why maybe the Michigan State backboards are holding on for dear life, I guess you could say, when Coen Carr dunks it. But it was special. I do want to say this. The transition defense of the opposition, we got to be better. Like someone step up and get in front of this kid and lay your body on the line a little bit. I understand we're all afraid, but this was like a 4-on-4 fast break that very quickly became a 4-on-1 fast break. And the poor guy that was guarding the ball handler didn't know what to do because he had Coen Carr flanking on the right. So I feel bad for that guy, but the dunk was absolutely special. I will. The other funny thing I saw when I saw the video the first time, the top comment was, "Did he do this from his jump shot?"
Ah, nice. Okay, dunk's insane. Also, this is like not even a top 15 dunk I've ever seen from Coen Carr, which speaks to how ludicrously ridiculous he is as an athlete, a jumper, and a dunker. Also want it known, you're a hooper. You are someone who loves the game as much as I do, so I think you'll appreciate what I'm about to say. There's an art to dunking that I feel like Coen Carr doesn't get enough credit for because there's a bunch of awesome athletes. I'm not saying there's people who can jump as high or as physically aggressive, wow, as Coen Carr can, but there's a bunch of dudes with crazy, stupid bounce on the planet, let alone in Division One basketball, wherever you want to look. Most of them, if you're a 1%er, 99%er, whatever you want to call it, jumper on earth, cannot dunk anywhere close to this. There are probably people who could jump the way Coen Carr can, maybe not as physically strong as him, but they couldn't dunk like this. He has the art of dunking down in a way that I don't feel like it's talked about. It's kind of creative. And I think he has just this, I don't know, sense of pride in it that shows in all of his dunk attempts. He doesn't keep it simple. He goes for the creative and the exciting, and it's very high on that scale. With that said, this dunk is like as elementary as it gets for Coen Carr. This is like I'm playing in high school open gym runs, probably a school I used to play at with some friends. Like I don't want to kill anybody. Like let's keep it moving. And all of a sudden the backboard breaks. Like he should have broken 20 backboards by now in college based on what this dunk was versus what he's done ferociously. So I don't know. I kind of hope we get to see it happen in college is my takeaway because watching a backboard break is one of the coolest things that can happen in sports.
Yeah, I do think he was playing against his homies. He's from that area, so I just think he was playing against his friends a little bit, just getting some run in. What I love about Cohen Carr, because even you watch this video, like you said, I don't think it's a top 15 dunk we saw from Cohen Carr. Honestly, maybe in this calendar year, let alone like his Michigan State career. But what I love about Cohen Carr is some guys that jump as high as him, Jonathan Kuminga, don't do it often enough when they should. And they do like layups instead of just dunking on people, Jonathan Kuminga. Or like they get closer to the basket and let the defender get to them instead of just attacking the basket with a ferocious mentality, Jonathan Kuminga. Cohen Carr in a pickup game is pulling up from the free throw line on a dunk, essentially, and we're not even blown away by it. Everything he does, he's attacking the basket like he wants to do this. And even if this wasn't one of his most ferocious dunks, and it kind of was an accident, obviously, like the way he attacks the basket is with ruthless aggression, like every single time. His weakest dunks are still more aggressive than a lot of people's best dunks, and I think that's what makes him such a special in-game dunker. Because there's obviously that difference between the dunk contest dunkers and the in-game dunkers, and this is one of the greatest in-game dunkers I think we've ever seen in our lifetime.
Today's video is presented by Underdog Fantasy.
Well, what's going on with your hat?
Well, my hat's not supposed to be this way, is it?
I don't think so. No.
Just like people who watch these videos are not supposed to not sign up for Underdog Fantasy using promo code SLEEPERS. At the time of this recording, we have 49 people who have signed up as a first-time user with Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. 50 is a very, very important number. 50 is a number we would really like to get to. You, loyal listener, person watching this video right now, could be the person who gets us over the hump with number 50. And we have a great free pick that you get with this. Donovan Mitchell to score at least 1 point. How many points did Donovan Mitchell have in game 2, Cart?
I believe he was too short of 50 with 48.
Yeah, he had 48 points, 50. Very key number for a lot of reasons. If Donovan Mitchell scores 1 point, you cash in your free pick, and you can get your deposit match bonus up to $1,000 with promo code SLEEPERS. Sign up, put the promo code in, SLEEPERS. Get that deposit match, get yourself free funds, use the free pick, cash that winner, and turn your hat the right way. Can I pivot now?
Yeah.
So you said the Reddit boards are saying these are like his boys.
It was like a high school in Atlanta, and he's from Stockbridge, so it seems like he was just playing against his homies.
So like somewhere like area you grew up in, just like friends of friends. Let's go get a run in. Very recreational run, I would assume, right? Can we blame his boys for why he was not ranked as a recruit where he should have been then? Because there's no one on the court based on this clip that Coen Carr should be playing basketball with.
Yeah, he looks like a different type of human being than everybody else does.
Like, can we not get some burn with like basketball players? Respectfully to whoever was in this gym, because like number one, it's Atlanta. Atlanta has basketball players. Number two, last summer when Braden Smith wanted to go get burned, he went to Rico Hines and played with NBA players. You telling me NBA players wouldn't let Coen Carr in the gym? Like, this is all fun and games. It's cool. Go break a backboard with a bunch of 5'11 dudes that are walking back on defense. He was like, what, a 4-star, like a low 4-star? We were all like, whoa, look at him. Maybe he should have been a 5-star, and there's people that held him back because he's been playing with kids like this his whole life. I don't even know. I don't even know where he played on the prep level, but God, I watched this run, and I'm just like, this is like I am super East in Atlanta.
Yeah, he's definitely like it's clear who he's playing against. It's like when Cart sends us his men's league videos, and it's like, okay, you're playing against your coworkers. You're 6'7", you play Division III basketball. Let's spike the competition a little bit. So I am a little surprised about Coen Carr playing against them. Also, it feels early. Listen, I don't know academic calendars. It feels early for him to be away from Michigan State's campus, though. Like we don't got finals going on, Coen. We're not studying a little bit.
I don't know. BYU, was holding full practices with the team and the freshmen, and I don't know. Jeremy Fears is in overseas, I think, and Cohen's in Atlanta.
It feels early for them not to be in class.
Maybe they're looking for the 13th scholarship guy. I don't know. Maybe they're out recruiting on the trail. Maybe Coen found someone in the gym. Point is this: hashtag get Coen to Rico Hines runs. I want to see this guy with NBA athletes and see if he's still elevating over everyone. My guess is he would be, and it would be really, really fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. This is an NBA guy.
Whoa.
I'm surprised he's not honestly already getting drafted. If you're an NBA team, they choose people that can't shoot all the time, and they just have all this raw potential very early. Who has more raw potential than Coen Carr, maybe in the history of basketball?
I don't know what the odds would be on Coen Carr to play in the NBA. Like, he's not close to draft boards right now.
Which is crazy. Crazy.
One good season, it could change, but he doesn't really have the skill sets at all for it.
But what does, this is my thought process on it. What does Jonathan Kuminga, Gerald Green, Josh Smith, like I could go on and on about like these guys that couldn't do anything besides dunk. What do any of them do that Coen Carr doesn't? And if you drafted them based upon potential, and Coen Carr is a better athlete than all of them, I'm not saying he'll turn into the player that like Josh Smith was in the NBA, because obviously Josh Smith had a very successful career, same with Gerald Green, and Kuminga seems on the same path. But it feels like he deserves a shot as much as anybody.
Most of those guys are bigger. Like Kuminga's what, 6'10"?
Yeah,
Coen
six.
Carr, Coen Carr is listed at 6'6". I think that's generous. I think he came in at 6'5". That's sort of been the whole issue. Like if he was a four-sized player, I think you see him on the floor a lot more, frankly. Like you're playing small ball if you put Coen Carr at the four, and he has the skill set of like a uber athletic 4/5 almost if you wanted to go really small. So I think the like Josh Smith, Gerald Green, those guys had like shot creation stuff or even passing stuff. Cohen Carr has none of that. 0.5 assists last season. He's a much worse rebounder than he should be. He averaged 3.5 rebounds last year. You tell me that athlete averaged 3.5 rebounds last year. So it can't just be dunks. That's the whole sell. He's going to have an opportunity to prove that this year in a big on-court role. But that's why it is interesting because he so clearly is an NBA athlete that if he got anything else, he would for sure be there. But the fact that he's not already there is probably a little bit of an indictment on what else is there, you know?
I just think with the pace the NBA plays at, he'd be way more successful in the NBA than he would be at Michigan State. And also, with the way they call fouls, I think a lot of times when he drives to the basket and misses like a layup or something in college basketball, he's sitting at the free throw line in the NBA. And granted, he's not a good free throw shooter, but still, like that's something he can develop. Like I think he would get fouled so many times in the NBA.
He made like 30 straight free throws at one point last year, too. I remember because it came out of nowhere. He was like a 50% shooter, and all of a sudden he didn't miss for a month and a half from the free throw line. So, yeah, I don't know. At minimum, he feels like a guy that if he goes undrafted, he'll like play summer league and have all these wow moments and get signed somewhere. So I think if it was Pick'em, I would bet that he does appear in the NBA at some point. But I think the line would be Pick'em because I think he's very far from draft board still.
I think we hammer that because worst case scenario, he's Mac McClung.
Honestly, just get him and McClung in the dunk contest every year, and I'm happy.
Yeah, that's a worst case scenario. He plays in the G League and just does the dunk contest once a year.
Yeah, it's extremely true.